Actually, hello, Ramesh ji.
Yes, sir.
Ramesh ji, these are actually very limited time period classes, 10 classes only, that is I promised you. And face reading classes also same. If you are interested, you can also listen to face reading classes. From next week, suppose if it is 10 to 11, I will repeat the same course. If you are interested, you can listen. Palmistry. And from next week, we will start face reading. So, yeah, I am 10 to 11, I am revisioning. That is what I'm telling. Yeah, definitely. So, once again, today I want to clear all your doubts. So, when we are checking a palm, you should check Venus line, Saturn line, Mars line, Jupiter line, Mercury line, Sun line, Moon line, Rahu line, and Ketu line. And girdle of Venus, ring of Salmon, Saturn, marriage lines, line of Via Lascivia, bracelet lines, quadrangle, percussion. So, this is a lifeline. This is a Mars line. This is a Jupiter line. This is Saturn line. This is Sun line. This is Mercury line. This is the girdle of Venus. This is the line of Lascivia. This is Ketu. This is Rahu.
So, sir, are these Ketu Rahu is basically, do we check if somebody is asking, can we check this for foreign also, foreign travels?
Yeah, definitely. If they are formed on moon mount, definitely they will go foreign.
Okay.
And this Saturn line is actually మేము 15th ఖాళీ చేస్తాం మా 15th అని చెప్పాం వచ్చిన 15th. So this is Jupiter ring.
So this is seen for teaching.
Yeah, Jupiter ring is very good. This is the ring of Salmon ring. This is called, and this is Saturn ring. Saturn ring is not good actually.
So what are the benefits of Jupiter ring?
Jupiter ring denotes teaching abilities, spirituality.
Okay.
Jupiter, sir. Very good question.
Longevity also Jupiter. Okay.
Yes. Suppose this is 25.
So why do people used to say that Venus mount is the lifeline? That is not a lifeline, right?
No, that is in traditional palmistry. It is called lifeline.
Yeah. Okay.
We are calling it Venus line.
Okay. So,
yeah, this is actually age of 25.
Okay.
So Jupiter line proceeds more than this is the line. Then it will be actually 50.
Okay. Age will be 50. Okay.
Yes. Then
and if it
will be 75.
Okay.
Jupiter line which proceeds at the end, then it will be by year it will be 100, and this is 120.
So 100 means if it crosses the first finger also, right? First finger,
middle.
If it crosses this middle area, then it is around 100.
100.
Okay.
This is 120. So this is 25 age. This is 50. Suppose you have moon symbol here. Moon is Chandra, right? And you have Rahu symbol on moon. So At the age of 25, you may go foreign country. Suppose you have moon symbol here, Jupiter plus moon. It is at the age of 50, you may go abroad. Suppose moon symbol is here at the age of 70, more than 70, then it will go abroad here. Like this. We can count. And I will show you actually. Okay, let me finish. Now you understand the lines. Okay. These are the mounts. So sun finger has sun mount, and middle finger, this is the mount of Saturn, and this is the mount of Mercury, little finger, and Jupiter, the mount of Jupiter, and this is Venus mount, this is moon mount. In the middle, in between Jupiter mount and Venus mount, this is Mars, upper Mars, this is called. This is actually Aries Mars. This is Scorpio Mars, lower Mars. The plane, this is also plane. In between, the line is actually, this is Jupiter line. This is Mars line. So in between this Jupiter line and Mars line, this is called plane of Mars. So this mount is upper Mars, this mount is lower Mars. Upper Mars is related to Aries, lower Mars is related to here Scorpio. So by the combinations, even Rashis also you can identify. This is Mesha Rasi, and on the mount of Venus we have two Rasis. One is Vrishabha Rasi, and down lower section is this is Tula Rasi, and lower section of Mars area, this is Scorpio, and opposite Venus mount there will be the mount of Moon. This is Cancer. Fourth one is Cancer, and third one is actually Mercury mount. Upper part is Gemini, lower part is Virgo, and fourth one already Cancer, and fifth one Leo Simha. Only one house. That's why here the total this mount is related to Leo only. And when it comes to Jupiter, Scorpio and Pisces. Ninth one is Scorpio, upper part, lower part, 12th is Pisces. And 10th, 11th, upper part is Capricorn and lower part is Aquarius. Suppose your sun is in Cancer, for example, palm ridges proceeds like this towards the mount of Moon. This is actually you have to take palm print and you have to use what is it called, magnifier glass, then only you can identify. And in the same Cancer, Sun is there, Saturn is also there. Saturn lines also proceed like this. Like this, you can estimate where the a particular planet is posited in which zodiac sign. Suppose Jupiter is in, for example, Tula Rashi. From Jupiter, the palm ridges will proceed towards Tula, cross 7,000. So based on this, you can learn, but you need practice. You take hands and handprints and then you study. So I will clarify all your doubts whenever you ask me. So syllabus may be completed today, that is a different thing. And from next week, you attend 10 to 11 class, or I will try to shift it, or we will continue our base reading class 10 to 11 to 12. So that 10 to 11, we will, as today we started fresh batch, you can also once again you attend class and you get your doubts clarified, because you will have another 10 weeks time you have. Okay. So we can discuss of an hour some theory, and then we can discuss the charts. That's not a problem. That's why 10 to 11, let's confine to palmistry from the basics once again, revision class, and face reading will start there, 10 to 11 to 12. Okay. So anyhow, now what I want to here today do today is revision. You take so you also check them whether there is a wheat line rice, then the native will have food and luxury life and everything. And the sixth one is also, that is Malika Rekha. So these two should be there. The remaining may not be appear on all hands. And symbols I told you on thumb particularly, they are very important. These symbols are there, for example, flag line and a trident and a star and Gopur Rekha, drumstick and drum sign, and Matsya, fish, Vishnu Rama Rekha, vertical lines, star sign. These are very good. And Kalpa Vriksha. And the Kala Sarpa is very bad actually. Square sign is good. Gunaka is bad. Padma Rekha is very good. Padma Rekha. This is Padma. And now today I want to clear once again what we discussed earlier. Suppose you take Jupiter line. Jupiter is with moon. Moon shape is formed on Jupiter, or any line from moon mount will come and touch. Is it clear now? Jupiter plus moon combination. Next, Mars. Some line will come and touch from Mars, this Jupiter line, or most of the cases I have observed from Jupiter line, one line like this will come and touch. This is Mars, Jupiter and Mars. So moon is moon symbol, Mars, some line will go to Mars mount or Mars line. After Mars, Mercury. So from Jupiter line, Mercury line may be formed. And Sun, from Jupiter, Sun line may be formed like this. Mars completed, Mercury completed, Venus. So this line will come from Jupiter, one branch will come and touches the mount of Venus. So now Venus completed. And now Rahu Ketu. Rahu Ketu is any line is broken, then that is Ketu. So now Jupiter is here as broken line. So it is called Jupiter and Ketu are connected. Or Jupiter line is fork, then it is Jupiter is with Rahu. Now you understand all combinations. For everything you understand the same. Suppose you take Saturn line. From Saturn line, any line goes to Sun. So then Saturn and Sun are together. Saturn line has directly started from moon mount, or any branch will go moon mount, then Saturn and moon are connected. And Mars and Saturn are enemies. That's why Saturn line generally crosses and ends. or before cross, without touching. Without touching, it may. And again, it will start like this. So if there is any break, that is Ketu, and if it crosses, that is Mars. Saturn, Mars are connected, supposed to be connected. And now Saturn, Mercury, from Saturn line, Mercury line forms. And Saturn, Jupiter, here two things will take place. Saturn line formed and one branch will go towards Jupiter mount. This is possible. Or Jupiter line stop before the completion of Saturn mount. Then we can say Saturn and Jupiter are connected. Next, Saturn and Venus. So these two are merged. Friendly planets always merged. They won't cut. Saturn line never you can see like this cut. This is called cut. So it will not cut. It will merge only. That's why it will be from Venus line, Saturn line is formed. So then Venus and Saturn are connected. Next, Rahu. Saturn line is with fork, that is Rahu. Saturn line is broken, for example, or all lines are thick and Saturn line is like this thin, or Saturn line is broken. So then that is Saturn line. Sometimes what happened, Sun and Saturn are together in the horoscope. Saturn line is missing. Saturn line will miss. Saturn is with the enemy planet. Saturn line misses. And that's why you see on some palms we don't see Saturn line. Then you can understand Saturn is connected with Mars and Ketu. You remember this point. If at all Saturn line is missing on the palm, it means Saturn is connected with the Sun or Saturn is connected. In the similar way, some people, suppose Venus line is disturbed, it is broken or faded or whatever it may be. Sun and Venus are connected, they are enemies. If any line is disturbed or faded away, it means the planet is associated with the enemy planets. So like this, now let's come to Saturn. Venus line, Saturn completed. Venus is with broken somewhere, then Venus and Ketu are connected. Venus line has fork, Venus Rahu are connected. Venus has any moon shape or any line goes towards moon mount or line of Via Lascivia. So any line is formed like this. Moon mount and Venus mount are connected. So that's why Venus and Moon are connected. Mars from the mount of Venus, any line go and touches Mars line. Jupiter, any line goes towards and touches Jupiter line. Venus, Jupiter. Venus, Saturn, already we discussed it. Merged. From Venus line, Saturn line is formed. Okay, so all combinations have come. So Saturn, Mercury, Jupiter, generally we see. Suppose for female we check, this is Mars line. If Mars line is thick, then thicker than other lines, so Mars and Rahu are connected. Or Mars line is with the fork, Mars and Rahu are connected. So the native husband may get accidents or ill health or widowhood for the female native. And she is greedy because, this is female horoscope. Mars, husband is greedy. Mars is husband, Rahu is greedy. Or computer field, he may be in computer field. So this Mars line is actually like a tail. This is just like a tail and maybe broken somewhere. Then that is Mars plus Ketu. Then disputes with husband I'm talking about only female horoscope. Separation or whatever it may be. Next, moon. So Mars line has moon. Husband may be foreigner, or husband may be having illicit relations with others. Such things may happen. And Mars line has any Mercury line, then husband is intelligent and businessman. Mars line has any connection with Mount of Venus, husband is rich and happy married life. And Mars line suppose cuts Saturn line, as we discussed it. So if it cuts only Saturn line, so Mars and Saturn are together, husband will be service oriented and maybe lazy fellow. And Mars line is with Rahu, widowhood, Ketu is separation. That is we discussed. Okay, like this female horoscope. So we have to analyze this. And Saturn individually, when we are talking about professions, check government job or not, like this. Saturn line goes towards Sun mount. And any branch will go to Moon mount, liquid and food transport related. And Saturn line is formed with Mercury, the native will be businessman. Saturn line is connected with Jupiter mount, then he may be teacher. And Saturn line is formed from Venus line, he will be finance related and banking related person. Saturn line is with Rahu. For Saturn line touches Mars line separately. He is a technician or engineer. Saturn line is with Rahu. What is this called? Saturn line is with fork, that is Rahu. Then he is media person, or Rahu is shade chaya, computer, TV, cinema, graphics, printing and publishing. Saturn line is faded away or breaks, then that is Ketu. Or any lines formed on Saturn mount like this Ketu. So, or girdle of Venus, girdle of Venus is also Venus Ketu combination. That's one. This is girdle of Venus. This is also Ketu line actually. This is Ketu line. Some people will have 2 lines, 3 lines also like this. So these are Ketu. So professionally they are disturbed. So these are the things generally we can identify when we check a horoscope. Okay. And now particularly age calculation. You see the measurements actually. From here 0, it is given 100. So lifeline is given here. So he has taken, I think, every 12 years or something like that, or every 10 years. 10, 20, 25, 28, 30, 34, 38, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So anyhow, you can calculate, you measure only 100 years measure. So this is 50, for example, like this. And Mars line, how we can identify? Wherever Saturn line is cut, that is 35 years. Wherever Sun line cuts, that is 50 in between 50 and 75. So this is 65. 60 we can take. 62 like that. Where Mercurial in cut, this is more than 75, 80. So we can break it. And when it comes to Jupiter, this is 120 by here. This giant is 25. This is 50. This is 75. This is 100 in the middle. And at the end, 120. Evaramma? Hello. So like this is our issue. You see, most of the cases generally, our line will not cross this 75. So if it is in the middle, for example, middle finger, middle, then it will be 50. Just whether you will cross 50 years or not, you check here. This is 50 and the middle one is here around 55. So based on where our Jupiter line stops, you decide your age based on this. Just my Jupiter line is here somewhere. So it is somewhere 68 or in between 70. I think my life may be there up to 68 or like that. But RJ sir gave me 80 years lifespan. I don't know why he has given. What is actually he is expert in palmistry. But he wrote actually 80 years. 78 to 80. 78 I think he has given 78. Palmistry. Oh, దగ్గరికి so it is somewhere, and I think he has taken here up to like this 75. So this one. So in between 78 to 80 he has given my lifespan. So like this, based on this line, generally we have to give issue. Our financial status, whenever any line from Mars, from Mercury, suppose one line crossing at the age of 30 and go to the enemy mount. Now, you see, this line is going the enemy mount. That means Sun and Venus are connected. So at the age of 30, the native may experience some health issue or some health issue related either kidney or diabetic or eye related, and financial litigation disturbances here. So okay, no lines are formed. So suppose, for example, one line is going like this towards the mount of Mercury. So Mercury and Venus are connected at the age of 45. So at the age of 45, this Mercury and Venus combination, Lakshmi Narayan Yoga will be materialized. At that time, at that period, he will become rich. He will become rich. Suppose at the age of 38, one line goes like this and it touches the mount of Saturn. So at the age of 38, the native might have got salary hike or very good offer in his job. So such things will take place. That's why hairlines are moving from the mount of Venus to which area, to which mount. Suppose any line is going like this, for example, Moon Mount. At the age of 40, one line is going like this, Moon Mount. Moon and Venus are lost. So at the age of 40, the native may get lost. And this is one thing. And Venus mount may be broken somewhere. At the age of 32, so this area is broken in my hand. Here we invested in a college and we incurred losses, heavy losses. So like this, wherever Venus line is disturbed, so at that period, the native will get disturbances. Okay. So like
career wise, when he is starting his job, how can we predict, sir?
So that is not actually any combination is there. For example,
A marriage, when the marriage will be?
Yeah, that is not possible here. At which age he will get married, and that is we have to opt. We should check Venus line is connected to Rahu or Ketu. So if it is connected with Rahu, for example, delay of marriage, and Ketu also delay of marriage, but disturbance also there. So for example, in a horoscope at the age here, Ketu is formed. That means broken. This line is broken. So at the age of 34, so maybe marriage may be broken.
And major crises are in life, how to determine, like which are the time period?
Yeah, based on, that's why I am telling you, you check which lines are going like this. There are definitely for everybody 2 or 3 lines will go like this. You check your hand 2 or 3 times, 3 lines at least. So at which age you calculate the age like this, how it is written here. So 1 to 100, you check the length by length.
Okay.
A particular thing.
Sir, Mars line will, like any break in Mars line will determine what, sir?
Mars is husband line for female horoscope. For male, Mars is actually health issues, particularly blood and heart. Suppose Mars line is broken here. Okay. So at the age of 27 or something, 37. So this is actually 27 or something written here. This is 27, I think. 20, 24, 29, 30. It is written 31 and off, but here it is written 30. Yeah, this is 30 and off. This is 50. Yeah, this is written like this, I think. This cross you check. This cross 50. This is 25 and 75. This age is 25. This age is 50. This age is actually 75 for lifespan. This is Mars actually. Mars is husband related line or Mars is blood and heart related. Suppose at the age of 37 and a half years, he may get heart attack. Suppose Ketu is here connected. That means if it is broken. So that is possible. Like that we can identify. So whenever you see only through palmistry, what you can tell is actually lifetime events is very difficult. You need some practice and you understand. But when it comes to losses, you can easily predict, because always from Venus line you will have which period these are going, which direction. So this is going towards Sun or Mercury or Saturn or Jupiter. Jupiter is good, Saturn is good, Sun is bad, Mercury is good, and Moon is bad. Moon, Sun, if any line is formed from the mount of Venus, any line goes towards the Moon, you identify which is. This is 38. This is here 53, 54, like this. So this is measurements on the lines of the palm. So this is actually, I want to suggest you, Arjuna sir book is there and you also purchase it. It is available in the market. I will send you the pic actually. It's somewhere. You also read and you will get enlightened. So because there may be more information.
So this Wonders of Life.
Yes, Wonders of Life, based on Palmistry. That is a book. That is ultimate. Everything is written in that book. Whatever we discuss, everything is there.
Okay, sir.
So there may be more pictures and more. So because we cannot draw many pictures, so that is actually technically many work. Many hands.
Sir, one last question. Sir, imagine, sir, like in the hand it is showing Mars and Ketu, but in the chart it is Mars and Rahu. So which is the one we should be focusing more? Like taking the final thing.
No, actually, you don't see such things actually. If at all, Mars and Ketu are connected, you think, and hand is. So what type of person the husband is, and what type of health issue the native will get, depending on this type of connections. So definitely Mars will be retro and connected somewhere. Then only they will be, both will be connected, Rahu and.
But the prediction will be different, sir. If I take Mars, Rahu, one type of prediction,
No,
Mars,
why
Ketu.
do you think so? Mars is retro and then it will be connected to both Rahu and Ketu. Any planet is retro, then it will be connected somewhere with Rahu and Ketu.
But if it is not, sir,
What?
in the chart there is no
No,
retro.
no, then it will not show on the palm most of the time. Most of the time, it will not be shown there. I don't think so. So until and unless if it is retro.
Okay, sir. If any such thing comes, I will let you know.
Yeah,
Like
definitely. You see, so as far as syllabus is concerned, we have completed whatever is in our syllabus, and from next Sunday, I am shifting 1 hour before 10 to 11 from the basics. I am repeating because new batch has started today. That is what I told you, and it will be revision for you. At the same time, you also take one chart and we will discuss. I will give you another 10 hours. Okay. And 11 to 12, we will continue our face reading class. Okay.
and sir, this left hand and right hand. If it's a left-hander or a normal guy or a woman who is a so which is like it always we have to take the right hand for both male and female.
No. For male, we take right, and for female, we take left. That is ultimate.
Okay. So left hand we will not consider, sir, for a male also.
Actually, no. Actually, left hand is our past, and right hand for the female is her past. and you can check the combinations and past life, how she was in the past life. You can do research on it. I know this is what happens, but I never did any research on that because nobody is interested in palmistry generally. With whatever knowledge we have, we are satisfied and we are getting results. That's all. We are not doing any research on it. And actually, Ajay Rao sir first basically he started his career with palmistry, being in palmistry, but finally, because people are not interested in palmistry, he developed BNN text.
So we will take the right hand for the male and left hand for female.
Yes, you are right.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. And so we will continue face reading in our next class.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So next Saturday we will continue. I think it takes only one class per new priority. And so only morning will be classes then. Sir, I have sent you notes. Didn't I?
Yeah, sir. Here you have sent,
I
sir.
have sent you.
What file is there? Sir, sorry, but yeah.
1 minute. Let me check.
Sir, my numerology notes has not come, sir. That lucky number yesterday.